My name is Dean Ryan, and that's JSPOP. And tonight we're going to show you some timeshares we want to sell you, and some gold coins are going to go with it. And that's why we came here. We came here all the way from Mar-a-Lago Towers. We work with the great Dr. Gorka. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Yes. Dr. Sebastian, not Bach, but Gorka.
Gorka.
Yes, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Wouldn't it be great if he could introduce me everywhere I go? Sebastian Gorka.
The Dean Ryan is here.
Yes. That's right. I think so. I mean, I would love a grand entrance. I've had a few.
Next time we go to Dairy Queen, I'm introducing you that way. When she asks you what you're going to order, I'm going to say, and now the Dean Ryan place his order.
Well, so I have to. I'm gonna be like Mike Adams. Let me explain JSPOP. What he means, he's just joking everybody, because I don't eat at Dairy Queen. Okay, I'm a Foster Freeze guy. You know it. Lickety Splits. I eat that too. Yeah, there was a place called Lickety Splits. We had a place growing up called Lickety Splits. We went there for the soft serve. And these are all code words. I'm activating my sleeper cells right now. Just so we're clear on that. Yeah, I'm activating. Yes, Gorka is one of them. He's one of my sleeper cells. He's an English gentleman. Very.
I do. I've been mistaken for Dr. Gorka, for Pete's sake.
Following message has been brought to you by the Gorka Institute of Science Research and Development. We now present you Easter greetings from Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Greetings, real dear media parishioners. This is the great Dr. Gorka, and I'm leaving Easter. Message for all of you. I hope that you have had a very happy Easter. I know I have. I've had my ham sandwiches and my devil eggs, because I'm quite devilish, aren't you? I'm the Gorka. Anyways, I want to wish all of you a very special happy Easter for my family and yours. Toodles. Gorka out.
Like some guy at the Renaissance Festival selling turkey legs or something.
Dana, as we're kind of, I almost said genuflecting, reflecting, as I'm kneeling and praying with you.
Mea culpa, mea culpa.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If there's one show that you want to see come back, because I'm really taking suggestions.
I like The Real Deal Report and French Fridays. Those two would be one of my top twos.
Good. Those are the two I'm not doing. You made the list. See, what you just saw there was a technique called the makeup. Meaning, I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission. It's been perfected in many Western cultures. You just saw it here, done with perfection. Let's try this at home, please. Okay. This is a tutorial video I sell after the show tonight.
Tutorial.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I sell tutorial VHS tapes. I had the fear of the sewer snake because there was a sewer snake problem. Are you aware of this, Dana? The sewer snake?
No.
Well, there's a problem in Las Vegas that there was this crazy sewer snake or snakes and a buddy that would swim. They swim in the sewers. They're like boa constrictors, and they were going up people's toilets. And it happened to a guy who was on the commode, and then a sewer snake came up. Can you imagine the fear? I'm telling you. So
how far did he go?
I never asked him.
Yeah, if you get bit by a boa, you may as well. You're better off getting bit by an alligator.
The fear of a Las Vegas sewer snake just speeding it right up the toilet, tunnel, right up to the human tunnel is the most God-fearing thing right up there with razors.
Yeah,
it's true. We have Angie, who's making sounds that only Keebler elf twins would understand. Chump, 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 gamba, 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 gamba. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Angie of the UK. That's chomp, 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 gaba, nava, nava. Okay. Angie is a critter. She's a critter. Karen Peterson just made an announcement. She says, "I saw bare ass. I haven't slept since." That narrows it down, Karen. No relation. It says, Damba, take care of a jerking needs. What?
Huh?
Dana, these are your friends. I don't know these people at all. Anyways, these are Dana's friends. If you've been violated by Dana's friends, tell us about it. Email us. Reach out at info@realdealmedia.tv. Okay. Be a lazy Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you know about the area where the TV studio is, it's constant Tijuana gardeners, the Philharmonic of leaf blowers, the painters, the old guy, blowing gas across the hall. I mean, it's one knick-knack paddywhack after another. And usually Sundays are very quiet, unlike today. And I'm telling you, I woke up, and I hate it because I've been hearing all week. You know those ladders you hoist up? They at 7 a.m, I hear somebody with a hammer. I'm thinking, no. So, I did what any, guy would do, any American do. I got my gun and I went, I'm pissed now because I work nights. I'm like, someone's in for a world of hurt. I said, these guys, and they're spray painting things, and they're doing this olive spray everywhere. I don't get it. And I had my gun. I said, who is this? And it better be good. And then he says,
Hey, boss.
Have we got past the hey, boss era? Like, hey, boss.
I would have been like, if I'm your boss, you're fired.
He took it upon himself at about 6:45, 7 a.m, to put, the anti-bird cages so the pigeons don't go. So drill.
Little spikes and stuff, yeah.
And I'm thinking, there's never been a bird here. So I quickly shut the door because I realized, oh my God, I'm still in my Spider-Man underwear. I better go back to bed. So I shut the door. Put my gun away. I said, I really need a smoking jacket. A friend of mine happened to watch English porn one time, and he said it was the most trotting thing he's ever seen in his entire adulthood since Mary Poppins, the sequel.
It was the chicks had the whitest legs with the longest toenails you ever.
Well, what I said to him, I said, Nathaniel, what do you mean by this? And he said to me, Dean, they literally eat fig Newtons while they're making love and listening to My Fair Lady. And I said, how's that possible? Yeah, like they're watching just an English au pair comedy or something. Dana, have you ever gotten it on with a English lad? Dana of Oklahoma.
Yes, I have. I sure have.
Now, Dana, when you went to all your college parties just weeks ago, there was no English people there at all? You don't recall? Okay.
No.
Uh-oh. She's not telling till she's done snickering about it.
They're very proper. Like the guy, he takes his top hat off. He folds his shirt.
Puts his cane in the umbrella stand.
Yeah, puts his cane there. He says to the woman, get ready. Here I come for you. Giddy up. Giddy up. Giddy up. Good day. Prepare for landing. Prepare for landing. Here I Now,
I'm sorry, I fell off the chair for a second.
And I say this to you. I say this to you because I'm not saying Angie's this way, right? And nor am I saying any of the guys in Led Zeppelin are this way. But there's, in particular, I don't want to besmirch, Robert Plant or anybody. John Bonham, rest his soul. But I'm just saying there's a portion, and maybe they're all from London, that this is how they get it on. You know, I was going to get something and I totally lost my train of thought because you got me thinking about Gorka. And this is the problem here because I don't go backstage and some of these things. There's some things in here. I don't know why they're here. Like, why the hell is this here? What is this for? We don't know. There's
Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Why is there Swiss cheese back here? I don't know. There's no steward like there used to be that would, like a flight attendant would clean the aisles up here. There's none of that. And I'm tired. So I had.
It's a little different, Dean. You don't need an assistant. You just need a flight attendant today.
I really do. Yeah. And a bedpan. Why don't we just add that to the mix?
A sky waitress.
Yeah. You know, because I don't remember what happened last night. If you don't remember the story, well, neither do I, but this happened. And at one point, I remember I was asking your brother a question, but I wasn't asking him a question. I wasn't talking, but in my head I was, and I thought I was. But I almost asked him if he ever thought about, I don't know why, if he ever thought about being a flight attendant. Has that ever crossed his mind? This is great. Okay, yeah. What would Al Sharpton? I said, what would Alice Cooper say?
What would Alice Cooper say?
Yeah. I often wonder what kind of salad dressing would Alice Cooper go for right now? I try to follow my steps in life with Alice Cooper up into a point. I have a lot of problems here, JSPOP. And JSPOP, this is the most scholastic, just intelligente I've ever seen you. And this is such a ironic moment in my life right now. You have no idea.
It's just one of those things where you're usually up here and I'm down here, and then tonight it's a little more even.
This is insanity right now. We switched bodies. It's somebody. This is like a bad 80s movie right now. And by the way, I'm willing to accept that we're losing viewers right now, and I'm totally willing to accept that. I'm willing to own that for now. Cindy, did you know that JSPOP was the bailiff when you initially saw the court TV file the other day, that he was two people?
No, but that was great.
Yeah. And we've now discovered that the woman on the right of the fake Trump, that is.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it is. That's absolutely right. And the guy with the Brillo pad of the hair there. Okay, Cindy, thank you for calling in. Can you imagine when Chuck Schumer, imagine how he found out it wasn't his wife? I mean, did he notice a difference? Was JSPOP saying, those aren't pillows? We asked ourselves, and that's why we have our district attorney, Carl Winslow, on it right now. Anyways, literally, I asked JSPOP during the break, I said, who'd win in a beauty contest, you, Tim Allen, or Billie Jean King? If we had to, those were our contestants, Miss Michigan over there. Wait, do it again. Go ahead. Start dancing, JSPOP.
Yeah, I think I would definitely, stir it up.
There it is. There it is. Oh, it was her. She brought up Linda Ronstadt. She brought Linda Ronstadt up. JSPOP went into a tirade. He went into a tirade. He was so angry. He goes, I hate that. I never liked that since the 70s. And her pelican snuff and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, whoa. And it was so bad. It was so bad. Like my dentures fell out and I don't wear dentures. It was so bad. I'm like, whoa, holy shit. So he's chastising, he's cursing to hell Linda Ronstadt when the whole time, because we had to do like shock therapy and call extended family to come over. He was thinking of Barbara Streisand. And we're like, how do you mix up the two? And then we went into a almost 2-hour diatribe of talking about bidets. Now, if you don't know what a bidet is, well, let me. If you remember Old Faithful, I think it's called Old Faithful or Old Glory. And
Old Glory?
Yeah, is it called Old Glory?
That's what it's called when the power's out.
Yeah, it's called Old Glory, GLORIA.
Well,
Andy
when the
says,
power's out, my
yeah,
staff
bottom
has to
cleaner.
step in and they do the manual bidet thing.
Yes, I love your detailed explanation, like it's in the instruction manual. Karen by the Pillow says it's a water sprinkler without the ass gasket. Karen East, can you have written a more difficult sentence to read? That was, you know what, that gave me Alzheimer's just reading that. Holy, there was this space-time continuum. What she just wrote there, I could not read that. So I never asked about it. I've never had a detailed conversation about bidets before in my life, honestly.
You know all about them now, though.
Well, I do. Well, I mean, more than enough. I mean, I could tell you the history, the make, the model, the ingenuity of it all.
The inspiration.
The inspiration. So there I was. There's my face listening to bidet talk from JSPOP. He was demonstrating how he bidets himself. Like a Sean Gregorian literally did a ceremony with our.
It would have been better if we could have heard him snoring. We would have worried about him.
That's right. Now, or you ever wake up and realize, oh my God, I'm backstage on StreamYard alone, and you don't know where the hell you are.
Yeah. I've been talking for like an hour, and I'm like, where's everybody at?
Now, the guy on the bottom left, that's like our Grim Reaper bailiff guy in our little seance that we did.
Who is that?
I swear to God. I don't. Recounting this is very nightmarish in some regards. Karen, thanks for calling in. I'm glad you called. I'm glad your one call that you called us.
Right?
Karen, do you want to assess my assessment, because you are a good assessor. You're an appraiser, a total, a bidder. About that, some people right now, especially as we're hitting some major marks going into summer. Do you want to talk about that and why that's healthy or not healthy, and then we'll talk about my health after. Go ahead, Nurse Peterson.
Well, I feel we need to talk about your health before we talk about anyone else's health, because health is very healthy, and healthy is very important.
Isn't that funny? She's correcting me, correcting myself.
You're the one that hired me to get on the show to do group therapy.
No, I said it was another group I was referring to. Activity,
No,
group activity.
It was group something else.
It was a group activity, not therapy. Okay, so here's what I'm asking you. I'm trying to ask you a question, and before we turn into the Spice Channel and we get softcore tonight here.
Well, apparently you were hardcore with a lot of meat last night, and I missed it because I fell asleep.
Because I want to know how if it's healthy to be in the know all the time, because you could see what it can do to people. Me, because I can't stop, and when I'm editing and when I'm in the zone, I can't get out of it. And I equated it to the carpool lane. We have carpool lanes in the U.S. So you have to explain. They're like double lanes, so you have to have like two people in there. So when I used to live in L.A. and all that area, I used to have this dummy hat and this fake head beach ball head, so I could drive in the fast lane. Yeah, and I put like a Indiana Jones hat on it. That's how I used to drive. The blow up doll thingy.
Yeah, we
Anyways,
heard too much about your blow up doll issues.
So on the real question.
Yeah, let's get back to that. This is people want answers, Karen.
Let's circle back. Circle back.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Too much news. Too much is too much. Sometimes you really got to just unplug for a few days, and guess what?
You're not going to miss a beat because it's all
scripted.
Okay. Karen, again, this is Passover for me as a Sephardic national Hebrew. As a national Hebrew here, just take it easy here. All right, we're celebrating the slaughter of the pig. Well, apparently, apparently we're celebrating the bris too, Karen, according to Karen by the pillow. But anyways, Karen, I'm going to go back to you once again with your enlightenment, as people are taking notes right now all over the world who are watching this, who are as perplexed and puzzled as anyone. But continue, please. We heard that part.
Follow my lead
because I am
the best instigator on the planet, but don't ask me to do that stuff. It's your choice if you choose to do it.
so
Got
maybe
it.
just
Okay.
need to cut it off.
Yeah,
Like
you're
in
right.
this
And
situation.
that's right. That's right. And on that note, we're going to take your advice. Karen, thank you so much. Oh, God.
Still drunk. The hangover can't kick in yet. So it's better to just stay drunk for like a whole week. And then when you get some days off, let the hangover kick in for a couple hours.
You know what?
You're good to go.
Has anyone ever told you, you just remind them of the Dalai Lama when you speak? Like when you speak, it's so just, it's so clear. Like there's doves around you. I mean, literally, no, everything you just said was so Dalai Lama-ish. I mean, I almost shaved my head off and became a Hare Krishna accidentally.
A non-Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Like you want to support the Tibetan monks, but you accidentally go to the Hare Krishnas instead.
The biggest crazy thing, they shave their heads and call themselves Hare Krishnas.
Well, it's like, yeah.
They have no hair.
You want to have American food, right? And you've never been here. And then the first place you go to accidentally is McDonald's. Well, hold on a second. Goodnight, Beverly. Make sure that, brush teeth, clean behind the ears, floss, take your vitamins, say your prayers. And Wesley Snipes always said, bet on black. That's what he said in Passenger 57. So it's some advice I follow. Bet on black. That's right.
It's a 50-50 thing.
Yeah. I mean, who bets on red? Okay. That's probably what he was referring to, because someone said, who bets on red? And then he said, okay. And if you don't know what we're talking about a film from 1992 called Passenger 57, starring Wesley Snipes, who saves a plane from getting hijacked by just terroristic Muslims or women in smoking jackets. Okay, so anyways,
pickled bologna.
Pickled bologna, you'll love it. Now, is that like saying olive juice? Is that like saying a phrase? What is pickled bologna?
No,
what is your favorite?
It's a courage thing, kind of like red hot eggs.
Okay. Are we pickled bologna?
Yeah, right. If you are fearless, you will eat them. Is the whole idea. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. It's much more philosophical for a hillbilly thing than you would think.
Yeah. Don't go Clarence Clemens on me now. Don't go Clarence Clemens on me now. So I'm going to call Sean Gregorian to the witness stand. I want to know what led him to fall asleep faster, my late night bed talk or my resting bitch face, one or the other. We're going to find out. We're going to find out tonight. Your answers to the questions you might not have known you had are going to be totally examined. We're going to start. Sean Gregorian, thank you for coming here tonight.
My pleasure.
I want to know, before we get into the mix of things, before I bring my therapist on here, when you woke up this morning, walk us through that, if you could. What was going through your mind? Were you scared? Did you pee your pants? Maybe what was happening? If you could, and explain to the audience.
Well, I do have a vague memory of waking up in the middle of the night, hearing you and JSPOP talk. I can't remember really. I'm thinking they might have been about bidets.
JS sounds like he's describing an abduction, like an alien abduction that happened.
Yeah.
Did it feel that way to you? You weren't probed by any means, I can assure you. But continue, walk us through this experience, because people have to know that we give you lullabies at night unknowingly.
Well, for one thing, it's 3 hours later where I am than where you are. Also, I had to get up to go to work this morning. And I took some melatonin, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Okay, so
also, I knew I was going to go to sleep, But you see, back in the day, I used to fall asleep to Art Bell, but he's been gone for a long time, so I just have your soothing voice in the background while I'm drifting off.
That's where we're getting to. Oh my God! I don't know.
I do remember one thing from last night, and that was somebody asked me, "Hey, what time do you have to get up?" And I looked at the time, and I was like, "An hour ago."
So I'm going to bring on my therapist. I'm going to bring my therapist on. She's a #1 author, and quite frankly, Sean, I honestly, I don't know if you're getting very bashful and embarrassed, or if you have a skin condition right now. You just look very interesting to me. So let me bring my therapist on. We'll talk about skin conditions, rashes. We'll talk about Pete Buttigieg too, just for the hell of it, and all sorts of different topics here tonight. Here's my therapist.
Oh, good. She has the cures for all my rashes. That's why I'm glad she's on here.
Yes. And how many rashes are those? Now, doctor, just
take it back off.
Hold on here. We're not doing the bachelor party. Sean's not divorced yet. Wait till the end of the week.
Not yet.
Yeah, wait till the end of the week.
We're working on it.
Everybody's wife hates me, believe me. Because Karen, you know what I've noticed here is that sometimes people don't always have the answer, although they think they do, don't they? Like people, you know what I mean? Like Sean thinks he's doing the right thing. Would you say so, Karen?
He does. And JSPOP just hit something on the head right there. No, his own. We know he hits that 24/7.
Oh yeah, he's at a. Where is he currently? He's at a bar right now. Where is that? A ice cream parlor. That's where it is. Okay.
His house is a bar full of ice cream and goodies to go on top of it because. Anyway.
Okay, before we go into Candyland, so I'm going to end it here because I want Cindy to all feel the love here, as I have all my parishioners here tonight, and we want to send a good well wish to Cindy, everybody, and then we're going to end the show.
Speaking of death, did you record my eulogy?
No, that's another thing I wanted to ask you. Thank you for bringing that up. How did he know this?
Yeah.
How did he know?
I know
this?
things. I know things.
So, what as we were well wishing Cindy.
Yeah.
Sean brings up his funeral. He brings up his funeral. Okay. Wow.
There we go.
It's gonna be fine. We love you, Cindy. Yeah. We wish you well tomorrow. You're gonna do great. The doctors, the surgeons, they're all gonna do the right thing, and you're gonna be able to.
I'm thinking about you, Cindy.
We're thinking about Cindy, and we're thinking about Karen P's shoulders.
Well, but we were thinking about you, Sean. I mean, really, I was concerned about you. You were saying you talk in your sleep. You do. Yeah.
Snores, apparently.
He has a snoring thing. It's quite adventurous. He goes, and then he'll go, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!"
I thought I didn't know who said it, but I heard somebody.
Oh, yeah, it was me. Okay, anyways,
I was playing hard to get.
That was me when I fell asleep that one time with all you men in my bedroom.
Careful, Karen. Your eulogy is coming soon. But Sean recording.
Yeah, I'm a treat.
I was trying to end. I was trying to end the show, but my curiosity and my addiction to closure. I'm addicted. Well, I have to know what.
Your addiction to shoulders. What? Your addiction to shoulders. What?
JSPOP, you're not helping at all, one bit. But Sean, I have to ask you because before I need to end the show right now. But I need to know. And what did you notice when we had our hoodies on last night? And it was dark, and I was speaking in tongue. I literally was like a rare form, like Swahili or Portuguese, one or the other.
No,
and then his brother came, and just to remind you, because if people have to go, this is fine. This is all about me needing to know this right now.
Yeah,
because this was after. And
the bald guy is not me, by the way. I have a pretty thick afro.
Is that really my little brother? Is it really?
No, he was the executioner in the pallbearer. So what were you hearing, Sean Gregorian of Connecticut? Because I'm dying to know. Actually, I'm risking a lot right now.
Well, somebody called me up to speak to him. And he asked me to take off my mask. And then he asked me to take off my clothes. A lady escorted me out of there.
take off my clothes.
Was it this couple here, by chance? Sure. So let me tell you who that is. That is what you see there on the left is actually Robbie Robertson from the band, the guitar player.
Yeah.
Who just happens to wear pearl necklaces and has a little scruff, a little dandruff under the chin. And on the right, what you see there, a Chuck Schumer, who's the senator of, we're not sure yet where his senates take place, but he is really trying hard to smile. And he really practiced at it because, think about that. That's his wife, he's got to go home with her. Then
No, he
probably
was
live in
just
separate
happy.
houses.
He was just happy that he had somebody else that night.
No. He goes, wait a minute, you're not Tim Allen like I was initially thought.
Yeah, he was thinking, fresh meat.
Isn't that something? And the weird thing is I know a woman who looks like that at church. When I used to go to church, she looked exactly like that. And I'm not going to tell you who. In the event she might stumble upon this forbidden episode. And you know what, Sean? Since you're here, I can't make sense of how this got. Where did this come from? This I don't even know where it came from.
That cheese used to not have any holes in it.
And Sean Gregorian, while you're here, since this is probably your maybe last time on the show, what did you ever cross your mind of starting a kimchi hot dog stand with this fake Korean guy here? Mr. General Tao over here. Look at him. What JSPOP do? It's so offensive to both Koreas. Both Koreas, North and South, are offended. You know what? Yeah. Please take the floor because I want to get your take on my life. And
well, I'm gonna order a T-shirt. I know things. I think it's a great shirt.
Karen Vite pillow. You said it all. I'm tapping out. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's right. Continue, Sean Gregorian. Go ahead.
Yeah, you need to make another shirt similar to that for Karen P called "I Know More Things," and that would be good for her.
The following message has been brought to you by the Gregorian Foundation of Art and Design.
You have a guy who has a severe case of paralysis. Or psoriasis, and a pair of just what is it? Psoriasis. Thank you.
Sunburnitis.
Thank you. We have a lot of doctors and astronomy people here, and we're gonna get out of here. So it's all done now. I think Cindy gets the point. Cindy is she feels our love, or she felt it at one time. Now it's getting awkward. Karen, the other Karen tapped out. This one tapped in. Dan is having separate conversations. Lillian Lee is contemplating how she got here, like Sean Gregorian this morning. And Angie said that's the best JSPOP Photoshop to date. Yes, it is. You know what's scary too, are the people that we don't see in the live chat. That's what's scary of the calculations they're doing. And the sketch artists that are just taking notes right now with stenographers, that is a frightening prospect.
They're watching, but their fingers are doing something else. They're not chatting. They're just watching. And
you have the inside scoop on these things, JSPOP. I mean, you and Fetzer are just second to none. Sean Gregorian, while you're still here, who plays Nancy Pelosi better, Nancy or actually JSPOP? Because I tend to think JSPOP where.
I have better shoes.
Propel like no one else.
Yeah, I have better shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do. I think JSPOP does. Nancy Pelosi, she talks like she's had one too many vodka and tonics, when she's trying to think of what to say. So
yeah, okay.
Is there any such thing?
Okay, well, all right. So on that note, we're going to get out of here this time. I mean, let me find. I want to thank everybody who has put up with these three people, and I try to warn you. So until next time, for JSPOP, for Sean Gregorian, we hope he gets better with his measles skin condition and what is it, herpes symptom 4 or something. We don't know yet.
All of the above.
And it's the monkeypox 2.0 back with vengeance. And then we have
Karen P's got to send me her elixirs, and then I'll cure it.
We'll work that out in detail. And thank you, Dr. Peterson, for all your corrections tonight. So good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.